Well, Mick, you've been in a leadership position at Trent Bridge for a long time. You've seen most things, but nothing quite like this.
No, I think this is unique for all of us, and you know, it's obviously very difficult and strange times for the whole country. And within cricket, it's bizarre. It's happened at the start of the season when the players and the coaches are all ready to go and the supporters are ready to come and watch. So it's frustrating, but it's a small part of what's a much bigger problem in this country at the moment.
Exactly. What about your personal frustration? You've traditionally looked forward, I'm sure, to the dawn of the cricket season in April, the culmination of a pre-season, and one that we could have looked forward to with high hopes.
Yeah, I think that's why, from the players and the coaches' perspective, it's frustrating because they've worked really hard over the course of this winter, because obviously a lot of things that we did last year in red ball cricket didn't go right, and Pete and the coaches have spent a lot of time rebuilding the squad, rebuilding the mentality, reinforcing the messages to the players about how important four-day cricket is to this club. So to have that taken away at the last minute is difficult for them to cope with. So I feel for them, and I feel for the supporters who, in this glorious weather that we've had also, would have hopefully seen, a much better performance from the team at the start of the four-day season.
How do you manage that group through something like this with such limited contact?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where we have to keep in touch with people, informally with little coffee clubs and early evening drink clubs and things like that, where we can just chat away and make sure people are okay, and just keep in touch with people as an informal basis as we can, because obviously the isolation for young people is as difficult as it could be for old people, and we've got a lot of young players particularly who are perhaps not resident in Nottingham all the time, and they're finding that a difficult thing, and we have to support them through that.
We should point out that the coffee clubs and the drinks clubs are via the internet rather than some kind of lock-in that you found.
Absolutely. We've all used some new technology and some new words that we'd never heard of. So, yeah, it's nice to see each other's faces on the screen and just have a chat away. And as I say, you can see who's got the best wallpaper as well.
Pre-season ramps up for quite a long period now. I think the boys were back in November, with a focus on that April start. With this disruption to the programme, obviously a period of time will be required to get them up to match speed.
Yeah, not too long. I think that generally their fitness levels were pretty high. We were netting in the marquee down at Lady Bay for about 4.5 weeks, or 4 weeks I think it was, before the shutdown. So we managed to get some grass practice and preparation. Obviously, the longer we go without being able to revisit that sort of practice, the harder it will be. But I think a certain amount of time to prep up and get playing again as part of the whole opening up, hopefully, of the economy and the country. Just use that time to get ready to play so that we can get out there and play some good quality cricket sooner rather than later, we hope.
It's obviously extremely important to keep good medical advice close by. You've got an impressive medical lead in James Pipe. How often do you converse with him, and what kind of things do you guys discuss?
Yeah, well, one of the things we talk about is this return to training programme. Pipey sits on the two phone groups that work across the country now that are getting information directly from the ECB. They share best practice amongst each other as physios and doctors around the county scene. And Pipey also links into our club doctor. So he's very much our lead in this whole area. He's got awareness of the concerns about what might happen when people start training, playing, watching cricket again. So I think this, as this whole procedure will be, it will be very much medically led, by the experts in that area. So Pipey's our expert, and we'll take much notice of him, and he'll guide us certainly on the return to training programme.